Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Here I am your teacher with the third lecture of the chapter Computer Viruses. In today's lecture we'll talk about malware. So let's see what a malware is. Malware is short for malicious software. The word refers to any program that infiltrates and harms a computer without the user's consent. Means to say that it is a short term for malicious software and it refers to a program that has the ability to access and harm a computer without the user's permission. There are certain types of malware. These are computer viruses, worms, Trojan horses, spyware, spam. We also talked about computer viruses in our previous lectures. Again, you can see what is it? A computer virus is a malicious software program loaded onto a user's computer without the user's knowledge and performs malicious actions. It can self-replicate, inserting itself onto other programs or files, infecting them in the process. Means to say that it is a program that has the ability to make copies of itself and to attach itself to other programs or files. So in this way, it can erase data or corrupt programs on the computer systems. And sometimes these viruses remain active in the memory even if you shut down your system. And whenever you restart your system, these viruses become activated again. Next one is worms. A program capable of reproducing and spreading itself to another computer system, usually by means of a computer network. You can understand that it is a program which has the ability of reproducing and self-replicating and thus spreading to another computer system over a computer network, and worms spread without any human action. Means these viruses spread only when the user does something like running an infected program or attaching an infected file. It emails copies of itself to other computers, infects them, and thus uses the address book of the infected computer to spread further. These viruses consume large amounts of memory and thus slowing down the computer and making it almost impossible for the user to work. And examples of worms are Code Red, Sircam. Next one is Trojan horses. A program that appears useful but is programmed to pass the user's data to someone else. Means to say that a Trojan horse enters a computer system because a user installs it under the wrong impression that it is a useful and harmless program, and whenever it is activated, it typically changes existing desktop icons or create new ones. Trojan horse attempts to steal and pass on confidential information such as passwords and credit card numbers. And another harmful aspect about Trojan horse is that it steals sensitive information stored on the infected computer, and some of its examples are NetBus and Sub7. Spyware, a program that secretly gathers information about the user and relay it to advertisers or other interested parties. They are also called spy bots or tracking software. As you can see by its name, spyware, that it works like a spy, keeps an eye on users' activity without their knowledge. It can capture information like web browsing, habits, email messages, usernames, passwords, credit card information, and pass them to another person's computer over the internet. And its examples include Cool Web Search, Blaze Find. At the same time, they can consume a lot of memory, making the computer very slow and difficult to work with. And the last one It is spam. Spam refers to unsolicited, unwanted email. It may carry advertisements or serve as a means of spreading malware like viruses and worms. Means that it refers to commercial email messages that are sent in bulk and people buy products advertised in such mails, and when enough people respond to spam mailings, sender makes a profit and gains information about their passwords, credit card numbers, account numbers, and so on. So to avoid spams, the best thing you can do is that do not give your email address to unknown people and delete spam mails without reading them. I hope you understand today's lecture. Read your content thoroughly. Stay blessed. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.